Let Loose Podcast. Hey, we're back, man, for a special today. We got Michigan State recap. Man, there was a lot of crazy junk going on. Michigan smashed them boys, man, 29-7. Never had a chance at the game. But you know, when you get mad or whatever, you try to get even. But you should have had all that energy on the field. Man, what was you doing on the field, man? For real. Michigan only had one punt the whole game, so you know they were just taking over offensively. Y'all didn't have a sack on Big JJ. What's going on with y'all guys, man? For real, man, that's really pathetic, man, how y'all handled y'all business, man, for real. So we just want to talk on a little bit because I brung in the OG today, man, for real. The diehard Michigan fans here today. So we gonna speak on it, man. We gonna let loose on y'all last today, man, because that shit is pathetic. Y'all better than that. Y'all just won last year. Man, what you think these guys gonna do to y'all? You think this shit gonna be sweet? It's not. Come on, y'all. Like I say, man, they fell ahead early and just couldn't do anything against him, man. Blake Corum, man, running all over everybody. What you thought he was gonna do to y'all? Come on, man. OG, man, talk to the people, man. How you feeling about this debacle, man? First, the game. Let's talk about the game first, then we'll talk about all that
Yeah,
sideways action.
yeah. As far as the game, the crowd was loud. The game was nice. Our defense pretty much put it on them really after the first quarter.
Right.
They had a couple of opportunities. We stopped them on that 4th and 1, and that one fourth down call. They tried to. I don't know what this guy was looking at. Was about to give him a first down, but clearly even Stevie Wonder could see that he didn't have it, and
Right.
they went to video review, and we won a review against Michigan State. Oh my God, that was historic. We went nuts off of that,
Hmm.
But
Right.
great setting. The only thing that was missing was my son. Jordy wasn't there,
Right.
so I came into the stadium with an attitude because of that, and I cheered. I'm known to cheer a little harder when Michigan State gets into town, just a little bit, just a
Right.
little bit,
Tad bit.
just a little bit. So, tailgate was great. The weather. Oh my God, perfect. Wasn't a cloud in the sky all day or all night.
Nice.
Perfect. Got a little cool at night. It was perfect. Um, as far as the stadium crowd, only 2 people got arrested, 40 people got thrown out, but that was
That's
very
light.
light for a night game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
light, bro.
that's
Yeah, that's
light.
light.
I was shocked. I
Right.
was shocked. I didn't hear about anything going on, in town. Of course, we don't burn couches, so like some other fans do. So, it was it was okay. It was a good outing. It was a good outing. It was just good to get the win. We could have did a little bit more, settling for field goals. That irked me because I figured down the line, if we keep doing that, that's going to be the type of thing that's going to beat us in Columbus.
Right.
I'm real worried about that. That red zone defense, and this is not the first game that's
Mhm.
happened. We got to clean it up. I don't know
Right.
what I, I don't know the play calling it. I don't understand. I don't understand. But we better clean it up because Ohio
Got
State,
to.
they shit.
They ready
even though
too.
they even though they exposed or something like that, that damn Stroud, man, this dude is impressing me, bro. He's putting the
Right.
ball on the money. I'm like,
Definitely.
wow, but it's but it was a great game. It was a great
Right.
game. Like I said, we should have beat them like we should have, but the spread was 22, beat them by 22. Whenever you play your rival and you don't play your best and you can still kick them in the face, I'm happy. On the Rutgers.
Good. Definitely. Y'all definitely played strong. Like I say, the one y'all only punted one time in 48 minutes, so that's very good offense. Jordan, how
Yeah.
you feel? How you feel about the game, man? I know you seen the game. I know you couldn't participate in the game and stuff, but how do you feel about the game so far?
Dude, I'm pissed off. I am pissed off about all that shit. I enjoyed the win. We had a great live chat where you called in to us live. We was having a good time on the Zoom since I couldn't be there.
Right.
But I wasn't just pissed off because we had to settle for field goals in the game. A win is a win. I would have gladly taken a win by 3-1. It didn't matter.
Mhm. Right.
My problem was after the game is what pissed me off.
Hmm.
Uh, I think it was pathetic, bro. That was the most pathetic thing I have ever seen in my life after a college football. Dude, I think that was worse than when LeGarrette Blount punched that player, that Boise State player.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was terrible.
Right.
4 Michigan State players suspended indefinitely. Suspended?
Right.
Suspended?
Should be arrested. Those guys still had their helmets on. They still had their helmets on still. Like, that's bullshit.
Following that embarrassing loss,
in.
Only 4 play. Let me tell you something. They should be kicked off the team. They should have criminal charges brought up against them. And now it's going to happen because the parents of our corner, Jamon Green, has hired an attorney, and they're suing them, going after them for. And let me just shout out a few of the fucking idiots' names. Y'all want the clout? Y'all want all that clout? Y'all want all this fame for what? Y'all want to jump somebody? We'll call you out as being a fucking loser right here on Let Loose. How about that? Let's see. Go. Linebacker Tank Brown. Congrats, you fucking loser. Cornerback Kari Chump, whatever the fuck his name is, loser. Congrats on this one. Safety Angelo Grosse, whatever the fuck your blase bullshit name is. Congratulations on that. Defensive end Zion Young. Congrats. Well fucking played, well put. Way to take an ass whooping. Class act, buddy. Fucking Bush League. And then this last douchebag, defensive end Jacoby Windman, whatever the hell is, who they haven't suspended him yet because he's a starter and he's one of the shiners. They need to get to all of them because every person I just named on this list should be ashamed of yourselves. Your parents should be ashamed of you. This is fucking ridiculous because I'm going to tell you right now, when my son gets here and he's born, if that would have been him in that tunnel, they got assaulted with a fucking helmet, I'm not going to the feds.
We all would have been down though.
I'm not going to the feds. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to do something incredibly stupid, and you're going to be on the news right now for a way separate issue than just being involved in an altercation in the tunnel. They're going to be wondering what happened to Virgil. Right. Like we ain't doing that shit. If that ever, dude, can you imagine being
bro?
This was as egregious as it gets, bro.
And I would have to be in the jail cell right with you because we will look them up and do our own justice. See, they don't understand. They don't understand if that's your son that's happened to. Right. Some of these people that's trying to defend some of these Michigan State players. But go ahead, Jordy.
Yeah, and no, apparently that the reports say Jamon Green, got assaulted, jumped following a confrontation in the tunnel. Jaden McBurrows came to his aid, and then he was assaulted. Oh no, Jaden McBurrow, I stand corrected, was the one that was assaulted by multiple players that we've seen. Jamon Green, I think he was the one hit with the helmet. I'm not sure. One of the players was hit with a helmet. But this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in college football, man. Like Michigan State, they do not know how to win. They set couches on fire and burn everything up. They don't know how to lose, obviously. And you'd think they would get used to it because that's what they do 9 times out of 10 is they lose. And then they lose off the field. Bro, Pops, let me ask you a question real quick. How do you think Matt Ishba and that Michigan State alum is feeling right now, putting up most of that bread of that 90 or 95 million, or no, 10-year, $95 million contract to pay Mel Tucker? And then now this happens. How do you think they're feeling about that?
They're embarrassed. You got to be embarrassed. If you're a Michigan State fan, you have to be embarrassed about what happened. I'd be ashamed to wear green and white for the next few days. You got to be embarrassed. Now, for what I'm hearing as far as Mel Tucker and the money, I hear there's talk of them restructuring his contract based on the
already
based on the wins that he might have next year.
Right.
But let me say this in defense of Mel Tucker. That wasn't his fault. That's not how he roll. That's not how he roll. I know he's the coach of the team that we hate. He's not in favor of that. He's not in favor of that. I got to give it to him. And that fan that when he was coming off the field, that fan touched him and he swung at him. That was justified.
He had every right to do that.
Right.
He had every right to do that. You don't touch nobody.
Yeah, you don't touch nobody. Right.
You don't touch nobody.
You don't touch nobody. Now, if he reaches his hand out, to give him a high five or something like that, whatever. Some Michigan fans came at him, took swinging. I swing too. Don't touch me. You're not supposed to touch him.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
It was good. They caught the guy. They ID'd him. He cannot come to no more U of M. He cannot purchase any more tickets to any U of M events ever. They did the right thing on that.
Mm-hmm. Lifetime ban. Lifetime ban.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I will say about Mel Tucker is they were slamming him for what he said in the immediate post game statement when he said, "I don't know what happened. I gotta see," because at that point in time you don't know what happened. And as a coach of that team, and even if you had some idea that one of your players is, because your players are going to come in talking, you're going to hear he had to have heard something really bad happen. But as a coach of that team, you have to stand up for your guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just go out there immediately without actually seeing the video and seeing everything and seeing how it evolved and start throwing your players under the bus. He handled that the right way. I will applaud him on that. But where he's bullshitting himself, talking about, oh, this isn't what Michigan State stands for, which it's not. But we stand for integrity. We stand for that. Like, no, you don't, dude. Y'all never been known for that. Y'all will never be known for that. You're sore losers. You're sore losers, and I'm not saying Mel Tucker specifically because, like I said, he gets his little pass for that. And when I do, patted his head, I don't blame him for swiping at him either because you don't have the right to touch nobody. Why do you think we're so infuriated by the shit that happened in the tunnel? Like, dude, it wouldn't even been bad if it was just a little pushing, scuffling, whatever, maybe a punch thrown, but a fucking helmet, a vicious assault, you jump somebody, like what, at least 6, 7 on one, some people, 10, 12, whatever the case may be. Like,
I'm telling you, a bunch of them.
That don't make no sense to me, man. Like, they're always known for shit like that, like this little Bush League shit, man. You remember in 2018, Pops, when the whole arm lock, walking across the field during our scheduled warm-up time in East Lansing, and then our players didn't move. And then they're going to just like nudge through them and all that shit. That's when, remember Devin Bush came out there and he stomped on their midfield logo. That was that same year because of all that shit, man. Like,
so it's been a lot of disrespect. Yeah, it's been a lot of disrespect, man, from them boys, man. For real. They know they're not as good as y'all. Maybe basketball sometimes, but football, never. They had the one good win, whatever, last year, whatever. So those guys are not even like battle tested like that, man. They're damn near the bottom of their division right now. So y'all should be used to losing.
They're at the very bottom.
What's the difference now? What's the difference? I don't get it. You feel me?